Hi guys, welcome to my Christmas holiday vlog. Grab some warm drink, coffee or hot tea. I'm drinking tea right now and spend with me some time. Cheers! So I think December is a very hectic month for many of us because we all prepare to holidays and Christmas. We want to buy presents, we want to prepare beautiful, tasty dishes and spend time with friends and families. In my case, we celebrate in this year only two of us, my fiance and myself. As an immigrants, we don't have family here. Friends who we usually celebrate with, they are in Latin America this year, so only us, but still we try to buy and prepare delicious food. We already gave each other presents. These days when it is already after holidays and we still, for example, didn't start our jobs, then it's a great time to reset a little bit. I also in between right now, because I finished my previous job and I'm going to start my next job already next week, and I'm very excited about it, but I also want a little bit to reset myself. And I think these days they are both comforting and also deeply reflective. I want to invite you to calm down a little bit during these days, especially here, for example, in Germany, all shops are closed. You feel this quiet life and you feel that everything is asking for a pause. I invite you to enjoy these days and really to stop and give yourself a break. Maybe to read a book that you always wanted but you didn't find time, or make yourself a wonderful warm bath, or go for a walk. Anything that you postponed for a long time. And with that, I wanted to share with you the last book that I've read. It is written by German author Charlotte Ling. She lives, or at least was born, in Frankfurt. I have no idea where she lives right now. And it's called Die Betrogene in German, or The Cheated One in English. I have no idea if this book was translated to English, but if it is, I would definitely recommend it because it was very, very interesting, super interesting. It's a thriller. If you are into Agatha Christie, or I think Stephen King would be also very close to it. Try it, really great read, and it has few parts, so I already got the second one and I can't wait to read it too. And share with me in the comments what you're reading right now or what you want to read during these calm days, hopefully that you're going to have. Another thing I wanted to discuss with you is that I think that during these days you should be gently reflecting on things and not rushing into big goals that we so much love to set for us. I usually set 10 goals for the year, and they are kind of very similar to each other every year because one of them is always connected to travel. And I usually just write that I want to travel to 3 countries, one of which is new. Something is connected to my work, and usually it's something like to get a raise or to get promotion. Usually there are few or one at least connected to the language. I'm trying to straighten my Germans, and it's of course connected to German, and also because I'm learning Japanese, then it's also connected to Japanese. So usually, yes, that's how I do it. I choose 10 goals that I am also I'm pretty sure that I'm going to achieve them. I do achieve almost all of them. So for example, this year, the only thing that I didn't do, it was that I wanted to already pass an exam in Germany that you need for citizenship or for permanent residence permit, so I still didn't do it, and I am planning to do it next year, so it's going to my next year goals. I didn't find a place to volunteer because I really miss it. I volunteered in a dog shelter in Kazakhstan and it was great. It was very, very hard, but you felt that you do something good, that you work hard. After that, I felt fulfillment. So I really want to find something similar here, but I'm also afraid that there are many people that want to volunteer. That's why it's kind of hard, but I'm still planning to try to connect with some dog shelter in Cologne and maybe go there. Of course, if they say no, I will think about something else. One goal that I also always write the same is to read 10 books. And this year, to be honest, I'm on fire. I read 20 books, like twice more than usually, and I think it's also because I kind of became a book shopaholic, and I like to just go to the bookstore and choose something, and that's why I can't wait to read a new book, and I try to finish the previous book faster. So yeah, this year I became really a bookworm. For the next year I'm going to still set only 10 books. Share with me what was the most important goal for you to reach this year, if you achieved it. And the last thing that I wanted to highlight is that I think that during these days you should give yourself a permission not to be productive. For me it's very hard, especially with content creation. I always think about what I should do next, but it is important for our mental health and for starting new chapter. And here are some ideas what you can do. For example, you could just do some meditation or journaling or go for a walk. Just try to remind yourself that rest is also productive, because then you get more energy to do everything that you love and that you need to do. One more thing that I want to ask you is to be gentle and kind to yourself next year, because I know that many of us, we love to rush into new goals and we try to create a new version of ourselves from zero, and I don't think that it always works. I think it's better to choose small habits, how you can integrate them into your life that are definitely going to improve your lifestyle. Also, you can reflect on what, for example, you already don't think that it's working for you. For example, you have a hobby that you would love to replace with something else, then maybe it's a good time to do so. One small habit that I really want to add to my daily life is to listen to more music, and not only to music that I like. I usually do listen to music when I, for example, code, but just to jazz. And for example, from the very morning, to do so that in your apartment, in your house, there is always a music. I think that jazz is a great music style for a good mood while cooking, for example. So I think that's a small habit that I'm going to bring into my life. I already started. It is important not to wait till January. So think about one thing that you want to add to your life. Let me know in the comments. I will be happy to read about it. Hey guys, I still have a few minutes before my German lesson starts, and I wanted just to say hello to you. Tomorrow is New Year. Yes, I'm still learning German because I am like on the high level. There are still topics where I don't feel myself confident. I don't have enough words, especially for speaking practice. It would be great, but I'm actually doing right now trying to do a sprint during these holidays in order to finish all the classes that I have, and then to think if I want to continue with what I am learning German online. Kind of also comfortable because you can choose your time when you want to learn, and also the people who you learn with, they change. The tutor is always someone else, so it's kind of also interesting to learn from different people. Next year, one of my goals is to start or continue learning French, and I already started with it with Duolingo. So first time I am learning something with Duolingo, and actually I like it. So next year I want to find course for French, or my fiance, he has a friend and she also teaches French, so maybe I'll start with her. And because of it I want to kind of to finish with German and create a routine where I can continue improving my communicational skills by myself, because I think that's where my focus should be. I finished my German lesson. It was great. It was very cozy because we had only one more participant and the teacher was great. Yesterday I had my third mentor meeting. I mentioned already that I am doing like a mentorship program as a mentee. It really helped me also to change my job. Now we work together on setting my goals for the next, for example, half year and for the next year. Also taking into consideration that I just start and what I can already, for example, do and how should I start and everything. So I find it great. For example, I also have a wonderful workbook where I can write everything down and prepare myself. And yesterday she gave me also a great idea, because as one of my goals I said that I need to improve my professional German. I just paid attention that, for example, in German sometimes I speak too fast, or because I'm kind of afraid that people do not want to listen to me. My voice is quiet, not strong and confident enough. So I decided that I need to work on it. And the best option to do it is, of course, to speak more. Now, because I'm going to work remotely, I have no idea if I'm going to have enough opportunities to speak with people. I was thinking about what I can do. I also thought about maybe start talking to ChatGPT a little bit on different topics, or I don't know, just give a speech on some things. And she gave me a great idea that I can just record myself doing a presentation, because actually I don't need to do a presentation to people. I can do it just for myself on any specific topics that I want. That's it, and just judge myself after that how I did. I thought about it that actually also maybe it would help to do YouTube videos when I speak German. Of course, it's not my goal on YouTube, on this channel, but I think it could really help me. And my first goal on this channel was to increase my confidence, improve my communicational skills. So yeah, I will definitely think about it, and I think it's a great idea. So if you learn now any foreign language and you are already on the intermediate, upper intermediate or advanced level, then here's an idea for you to practice. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Hi guys! So I wanted just to one more time to say to you Happy New Year, because today is the day of the New Year. So 31st, yeah, we are going to cook today a lot. I'm going to make some sort of first dish like tortillas with some filling. Then as a main dish we are going to have lasagna. I'm going to make a dessert. It's going to be a cheesecake. We also bought champagne, so we are going to cheer to each other with champagne, and I hope that we are not going to have a headache tomorrow. I also have in my head few cocktails that I can do with it, that I can make with it. For tomorrow I've planned also tasty breakfast, and then we are going to go to forest because I heard that that's what Germans really like to do, so we'll see. And also tomorrow it's 2 years when we landed in Germany, so and when we did it 2 years ago we knew that everything was closed in Germany, but still like it was a little bit unusual for us, and it was our first day here. We had nothing to eat, and the first thing that we did, we went to McDonald's. So that's why it became some sort of tradition already. So every time on the 1st January or around it, we would try to go to McDonald's and eat there. So tomorrow we are going to do it too. And I'm also having my German lesson, but a little bit later. So that's our plan for these days, and I will take you with me to the celebration. I am wishing you again a Happy New Year, and celebrate as much as you can with your families and friends.